Good morning, Lady Wild fans, coming to you live from the new Richmond Youth Hockey Ice Arena. This morning we've got the Lady Wild 10U versus the Minneapolis St. Paul Starwhals. A little chilly here. We can see our breath in the rink. Slightly warmer than the negative 16 degrees outside today. We'll see if the ladies can bring it and warm things up in here. Your starting forward line is Laura, Riley, and Beckett, and then your starting D is Ruby and Margot. Puck's just been hanging out here in the neutral zone for a while now. Ruby picks it up, tries to skate into the zone. Norwell stop it there at the blue line. Now here comes Margot. Lady Wild entered the zone and now comes up to the right wing circle, and the Starwhals picking up in the near corner, skate around the back of their net now at the far boards. They're going to skate it up out of the zone, get past Ruby. Oh, actually, Ruby and Margot there to poke it off the stick, and then they come in off sides. Caroline, Bree, and Penny coming out with Lennon and Gwen back on defense. Lady Wild bring that face off into the Starwhals zone. Board battle here in the near boards with Caroline. Comes back to Lennon. She sends it back up to Caroline. Goes to the near corner where Penny goes to pick up. Centering pass. It's intercepted there and taken behind the net now. Bree comes to steal it. She centers up to Caroline. Caroline misses on the one-timer. Now the Starwhals pick it up and bring it up out of the zone. Caroline comes up to take it off her stick, and Lennon sends it back into neutral ice. Bree sends it into Starwhals zone. Good forward check there. She pokes the puck away. Now the puck goes behind the net. Caroline picks it up. She tries to wrap around here, and then it's poked back behind the net. Bree loses her edge. Caroline picks the puck up. Centers to Penny. Doesn't connect. Now Lennon is going to come up. She's going to take a shot. It goes wide. Bree sends it over to Caroline at the far corner. Caroline looking to center. Doesn't get through the skates. Now Bree tries to backhand it to Penny. It's intercepted. Now Caroline takes a shot. It goes wide. Puck comes to the near corner. Starwhals set it up the boards, but Bree sends it back. Norwell's miss on connecting. Penny tries a centering pass to Bree, but it gets intercepted. The Starwhals pick up the puck and skate up the near boards, but Caroline takes it off the stick and sends it back to the boards behind the net. Caroline trying to center. She got Bree and Penny up in the slot. Centering pass gets deflected right in front of the net from the defenseman. Now Gwen sends it back in. It goes wide. Starwhals pick it up behind the net. Now they're skating it up to the near boards. They try a centering pass. It doesn't connect. It's going to come out of the zone. So Lady Wild got the resets. Penny doesn't quite get back before Gwen sends that in off sides. Ruby and Margot coming back out, and then we've got Laura, Riley, and Gabby. Riley brings the puck into the Starwhals zone. Now Laura comes in. Puck comes to the right wing circle where the Starwhals pick it up, skating behind the ice. Looks like the right D here for the Starwhals is their best skater. She just takes the puck and tries to bring it out of the zone, but the Lady Wild collapse on her. Ruby sends it back in off sides. Face-off comes over to Gabby. Gabby brings it momentarily into the zone, but before the Starwhals bring it back out. Starwhals pick it up, skate towards the center. Now they reverse and come up to the near board, skating up out of the zone. Margot there to pressure. Now Ruby picks up the loose puck back, hands it back into neutral ice. Ellie races over to pick up the puck at center ice, but she's beaten there by that right defenseman. She takes a shot, blocked there by Ruby's skate. Centering pass doesn't connect. Where Margot picks up the puck, now she skates through center ice. She's got speed. She's got 1v1. Puck taken off her stick as she enters the zone. Great job by Margot to bring it in and start this offensive zone time. Starwhals bring the puck into neutral ice. Margot pressures to slow down that advance. Now Caroline off the bench, she comes in with some speed. She steals the puck away, dances around, comes into the slot, takes a shot, and it goes wide. Here, Caroline picks it up. She's at the near corner, tries centering pass, doesn't quite get through to Gabby. Margot stops the puck from coming out of the zone, and she sends it into the near board, or the near corner. Caroline comes back to cover for D as Margot goes in. Now Beckett comes in, tries to take the puck away, but Norwalls continue, and now they bring it into the zone. Get around Ruby, but Starwhals whiff on their shot attempt, and now Margot sends the puck up to the blue line where it's kept in. Now Caroline picks up the loose puck, brings through neutral ice, where she's met with some resistance. She continues to battle forward. Comes back to Gwen. Gwen skates a few strides with it, passes it up. Now Caroline brings it into Starwhal zone, up to far board. Centering pass doesn't connect with Beckett. Starwhals now pick it up here in the near boards, trying to back it up out of the zone. They're able to get it out. Now Caroline sends it right back in. Starwhals pick it up, skate across the ice, and now at the far boards, bringing the puck up. Still skating with it into the Lady Wild zone. That shot goes over the stick of Finley for the first goal of the game. Lady Wild down 1-0. Laura, Bree, and Penny with Lennon and Gwen on defense. Laura pokes the puck into the Starwhal zone. Starwhals go D to D. Penny now sends that towards the net. It goes just wide. Starwhals pick it up behind the net. Now bringing up the near board. Skate with it. Coming forward. Bree comes with pressure. Starwhals exit the zone, but now Lennon sends it back in before Penny gets offside. Same line out here for the Lady Wild. Face-off comes back to Lennon. She skates it into the Narwhal zone. Now sends it deep. Narwhals pick it up, skate with it, come through center option to the far, take it to the far board. Sorry about that. Now the Narwhals pick it up, bring it up the near boards. Lennon there to keep it in. Now Bree comes, picks up the loose puck. She tries to center, gets intercepted. Starwhals pick up the loose puck. Now skate it out into neutral ice. Penny, though, picks it up, sends it right back into Narwhal zone. 4.5 minutes here left in the first period. This is that right B. I think her name is Stella. She brings it all the way in, takes a shot. It goes wide. Narwhals pick it up here in the near boards. Now Bree takes it away, sends it up to the blue line, but not out. Centering pass connects, but the Narwhals aren't able to get a good shot off. Penny comes up, tries to send it out, doesn't get all the way. Narwhals send it in. That shot goes wide. Narwhals pick it up, centering pass. Gets intercepted, but then goes up to the D. D takes a shot. It gets deflected there as it enters the slot. Starwhals pick it up at the right wing circle. Now send it at center. That pass goes wide, or that shot goes wide. Caroline picks it up at the far corner. Now skates with it. She's going to skate out of the zone. Now through center ice, she gets a little bit of pressure, loses the puck momentarily, but skates it all the way down here into the Narwhal zone. Centering pass doesn't connect with Ellie. Narwhals pick it up, pass it forward, now bring it out of the zone. Gabby picks up the loose puck, shoves it forward. Narwhals send it back out to center ice. They pick up the puck there, and Margo comes in, sends a pass across ice. Narwhals pick it up, lose their edge at the center line. Caroline comes in to pick up the loose puck. She loses it. Now it comes back to Margo. Margo takes a swing at it, sends it in deep. Caroline picks it up right next to the net. She dances with it a little bit in the near corner. Now she sends it up to Ellie. Comes all the way to Margo. Margo tries to send it in deep, but it gets intercepted there. Now the Starwhals bring it into neutral ice. Now they skate with it. Ruby there on the pressure. She slows that down. She then deflects that shot. Now Caroline picks up the loose puck, skates it behind the net. She's picking up some speed coming through the right wing circle now out of the zone and through center ice. Now into the Narwhal zone. She's still going. Narwhals slow it down momentarily. Caroline though picks the puck back up. All 5 Narwhals there collapsing on Caroline. I say Narwhals, but it's the Starwhals. All right, now Caroline picks up the puck. She takes a shot from the right wing circle, swatted away with the goalie stick. Starwhals pick it up at the right, or at the near corner. Now skate it up. Margo there to pressure to keep it in. Once again, all 5 Starwhals there in a real tight box. Margo, I think, sends that shot towards the net. That's a block and cover by the goalie. They're going to take the face off with Riley and Beckett. Riley sends a shot, but it gets deflected. Narwhal send it up to the blue line and managed to get it out. Here's Lennon battling here at the near boards. Sends it back in momentarily. Now the Starwhals bring it out, skate it through center ice. Beckett and Riley converge to slow that down now. Gwen sends it in deep, and that's going to be icing. 41 seconds left in the first period. Caroline's going to take the face off of Bree and Penny. Lennon and Gwen back on defense. Starwhals pick up the loose puck, try to send one towards the net, but it's deflected and comes up to the blue line. Now the Starwhals bring it back in deep. Bree picks up the loose puck, brings it up to the near side of the ice and up the near boards. She tries to pass it forward to Caroline. Right idea, but it gets intercepted. Caroline brings it in, and then the Starwhals are offside. Caroline picks up the loose puck. She's got to hurry if she's going to get anything to the net here, but now the puck's taken off her stack. Bree comes up. She's going to have just a couple seconds to try to get a shot, but now the Starwhals pick it up, and now that's going to be at the first period. They do lock down 1-0. We'll be back in 60 seconds with the second period. All right, we're going to switch side. Lady Wild's going to work right to left here. Starting the second period, we've got Laura, Ellie, and Gabby, and then Ruby and Margot back on defense. I'd say Lady Wild had the most offensive zone time there in the first period, not able to get very many good shots towards the net. We'll see if we can kind of continue at least the offensive zone time and try to get a little bit better shots on goal. Starwhals, though, bring it in off the opening face-off. They get a shot that goes towards the net. It gets deflected out. Ruby starts skating with it, but loses it at the near corner. Now Ruby picks up the puck, skates forward. She's going to chip it up off the boards, but it gets deflected off her stick. All four Starwhals there to pressure the puck. Comes up to the blue line, gets deflected. Ellie picks up the loose puck and skates it into neutral ice. Starwhals going to bring it deep all the way to their zone. They're going to pick up some speed. Let's see if we can forecheck and keep us in the zone. Nice pass there by the Starwhals, the center. Out of the zone to Ruby. She passes up to Laura. Starwhals come in and steal it away and get a shot that goes wide. Board battle in the near corner. Shot comes towards the net. Margot sends it back out. Now Ruby picks up the loose puck. She's skating with it behind the net. She's looking up, trying to decide what to do. Decides to reverse course. Sends it over to Laura. Laura now skating with it. She loses the puck. There's a shot. Gets blocked and covered there by Finley. Caroline, Bree, and Penny with Lennon and Gwen back on defense. Caroline picks up the puck after the face-off. She skates around the net and up the far board. She's skating out of the zone. Tries to pass it forward to Bree, but it gets intercepted, and the Starwhals pick up the loose puck before Caroline comes and steals it away. Now she's skating with it up the near board, bring it into the Starwhals zone. Starwhals steal it away, send it around, and now it's at the far corner. Lennon and Caroline converge to keep that puck in the zone. Comes back up to Lennon. Lennon sends it back in deep, deflected. Now it comes up to the blue line. Gwen sends it back in. Caroline picks it up in the left wing circle, tries a centering pass. Gets deflected behind the net. Starwhals bring out the far boards. Lennon keeps it in. Now it comes out. Caroline trying to poke it back forward, but Penny just not quite able to get back on the sides before Caroline sends that in. Got Laura, Riley, and Beckett with Ruby and Margot on defense. Face-off comes into the Starwhals zone. They pick it up, but then Lady Wog converge to get it back deep. Board battle at the near corner, or the near boards. Starwhals now pick it up at the near corner, send it around the boards to the far corner where Laura picks it up. Laura skating around with it, tries to skate into the slot, but puck gets deflected off her stick to the near corner. Now this comes up to Ruby. Ruby's going to skate forward, take a shot. It gets deflected high, bounces, and just barely stays out of the net. Thought that was going to find its way in. Now the Starwhals, they'll pick up the loose puck, send it up to the blue line. Margot keeps it in and sends it deep. Starwhals pick it up. They're going to skate around to this side of the ice. Laura going to come up with pressure now. Ellie, get around Ellie too. Now skating with it. They lose their puck. Ruby and Margot come together to bring it back. Starwhals decent, brings it all the way in, get a couple good opportunities. First deflected by Ruby and Margot, and then blocked by Finley. Now Caroline picks up a loose puck. She's got speed, and she's got just one to beat. She gets around her. She's going to get a nice shot here. That's, just a really late pad save. Nice job by the goalie to keep that out of the net. Ruby now keeps battling to keep it in the zone. Now the comes out of the zone, and Lady Wild send it back in off sides. A couple of good opportunities on both ends of the ice for each team here. Score still, Starwhals won, Lady Wild nothing with 7:49 left in the second period. Caroline going to take the face off with this is Ellie and Gabby. Lemon and Gwen on defense. Face off goes back into the Starwhals zone. It's Lennon and Caroline battling. Now it comes into the neutral zone. Ellie picks it up, sends it up to Caroline. Caroline picks it up, and now she's bringing it into the Starwhals zone. She changes directions for a minute. Now she takes a shot. It goes just wide. Gabby running over to the corner to pick it up. She tries to center this pass, but she's tangled up with the Starwhals player. That comes into the slot momentarily, and the Starwhals send it to the near boards. Now Caroline picks it up. She has the puck stolen away from her, and Starwhals skated behind their net. Caroline, though, not giving up. Picks it up at the far corner. Backhanded centering pass. Nobody's there. Comes to the near boards. They send it up to Gwen. Gwen sends it back in. It's deflected before it gets too deep. Now Caroline, though, picks up the loose puck. She takes a shot. Another right pad save there. She just gets a stop before it crosses the line. Couple good opportunities again for Caroline. Line change with Laura, Bree, and Penny coming out. Ruby and Margot on defense. Starwhals bring it out of the zone. Ruby backhands it back up to Penny. Penny sends it back into the zone. Puck hanging out there right by the blue line. Laura picks it up, skates it around. She takes a shot. It's deflected before it enters the slot. Ruby's coming up. She slings one towards the net. Another great opportunity and kicked away from the goal by the goalie. Penny tries to center. It kind of gets deflected around. Starwhals pick up the loose puck. Kick it forward now the zone. Now Ruby backhands it back. That did not go into the zone, but he called off sides. He patted his chest. He knows he messed up. But now we're going to have a neutral zone face-off. So an inadvertent whistle is a neutral, or a center ice face-off. I don't agree with it, but I'm not an official. All right, we got Caroline, Beckett, and Riley, Ruby, and Margot on defense. Puck comes in the Lady Wild zone. Margot sends it up. Now it comes to the near boards. Ruby skates forward. She sends it forward. Now Margot sends it across center ice into Caroline. Caroline skates it into the zone. She's pressured, and the puck goes to the near corner. Beckett passes it forward to Caroline. Caroline looking for a centering pass. Oh, goes right through the slot all the way up to Margot. Margot takes a shot. It's deflected as it enters the slot. And the Starwhals pick it up at the far boards. Now they skate it up to this side of the ice. Beckett there to pressure. Now Caroline sends a puck over to Riley. Goes all the way across the ice to the far boards where the Starwhals pick it up. Skating around with it, Margot takes that right off her stick and sends it back into neutral ice. Starwhals now pick it up, bring it around this side of the ice, and skate it into the zone. Caroline deflects that, but the Starwhals are able to get a shot, but Margot deflects it. She passes forward to Caroline. Caroline skates around. She gets around one, gets around two, takes a shot. It goes just wide. Another good opportunity by Caroline. It's going to fall eventually. Margot stands tall at the blue line, sends it back in deep. Starwhals send it up the boards. Now pick it up and skate forward. Caroline there to pressure. Now Ruby. Starwhals skate forward, but Caroline takes it off the stick. Margot trying to decide what to do with it. She decides to pass it to Caroline. Caroline now skating with it up the near board. She loses it. Now Ruby comes up, and it gets deflected before it gets too far. Starwhals pick it up at the high slot. Blocked there by Margot and sent out of the zone by Ruby. Puck on its edge, rolls across the Starwhals blue line. Starwhals send it up to center ice where Lennon pokes it forward. Now Ellie skating with it. Caroline's, she's speeding in. She's going to dance around. She's going to take a wide shot and gets it in. Not sure if I got that on camera. I was busy watching, but Caroline with a snipe and right over the glove of the goalie. Lady Wild tied us up with 3:25 in the second period. We've got one too many, one too many, one too many, one too many, one too many. Bree or somebody's okay. Ellie coming off. Bree's gonna. Laura's gonna take the face off. She's got Bree and Penny with her, and Gwen and Lennon on defense. Face off comes back to Lennon. Lennon passes over to Penny. Penny skating it into the Starwhals zone. Now sends it deep. Now at the far boards where Lennon's going to send it back deep. It's coming all the way around to the near corner. Bree comes to pick up the puck. She's going to backhand center. Intercepted there by Starwhals. They skate around with it. Reverse course. Going to bring it to the near side of the ice where Bree pressures. Gets the puck away. Centering pass. Nobody home. Gwen skates up. Backhands it into the slot. Starwhals pick up the loose puck, send it to the far boards. Now Lennon backhands it up to Laura. Laura sends it deep. Now she follows it up and she picks up the loose puck at the near boards. Sends one towards the net. Penny's there, just not able to get good wood on. And now she centers to Bree and her goal. Bree. So that's goal by Bree from Penny. Penny with the primary assist and Bree with the goal. Lady Wild take a 2-1 lead here with 2:18 left in the second period. Caroline going to take the face off with Beckett and Riley, Ruby and Margot on defense. Ruby skates up, sends it up to Caroline. Caroline sends it into the Starwhals zone. It goes all the way to the near corner. Starwhals pick up the loose puck, but Riley comes into pressure. Now Beckett coming up. She's going to go to the box with a trip. So Lady Wog going to go on the PK with 1:51 left in the second period. Let's see who we send out here to kill it. It's going to be Ruby and Margot with Caroline and Bree.
Scoring with the first goal of the game, MSP Starwhals, number 20, Aaron Devoe. Also scoring for the Des Moines Lady Wild, number 6, Caroline Hitcher, and 37, Philip Anderson. And the second goal, Brielle Schleichel with Penny.
So the Caroline Glenn with the first assist, Caroline's first goal. All right, now.
Serving 1 minute minor for Des Moines.
All right, we got 1 minute penalties here. So nice short PK. Let's see if the Lady Wild can keep it out of the net here for the next 24 seconds. Caroline picks up the loose puck, sends up to the blue line. Starwhals send it back deep. Missed with that centering pass. Now Margot sends it deep. It's going to go on net, so no icing. Caroline with great effort. The Tendy doesn't get it covered up. Caroline speeds in. There's loose puck. She tries to get it in, but after several attempts, goalie's able to get it covered up. Lady Wild back to full strength. Mara going to take the face off with Ellie and Gabby. Then Gwen and Lennon back on defense. Puck comes into the slot off the face-off, but the Starwhals pick it up and they send it to the blue line. Lara picks up the puck and loses it across the blue line, then brings it back in off sides. 40 seconds left here in the second period. Face-off comes back to Gwen. Gwen backhands it forward. It comes into Starwhals zone, but Starwhals bring it right back out. Now Starwhals pick up the loose puck in the neutral zone. Bring it in the zone. They lose it. Now Gwen sends it into neutral ice. Lara with the forecheck. Starwhals nice pass across the ice, but it gets deflected into the zone. Gabby giving chase there at the far corner. She loses her edge. Starwhals pick up the puck, dribble forward. Caroline steals it away and sends it up to Ellie. Not able to connect, and that's going to end the first period or the second period. Lady Wild with a couple goals there in the second period. They're leading the game 2-1. We'll be back in 60 seconds with the third period. All right, we're going to start the third period here. Lady Wall up 2-1. We're going to see if they can add to this one goal lead. I was trying to figure out what was going on. A little confusion on the ice, but everything's good. Now Briggs sends us into Starwhals zone. She races forward. Now pressuring back at the far boards. Great job to steal the puck away. She sends it up to Penny. Penny tries to get it to Caroline. Caroline battling there in the left wing circle. Now the Starwhals pick up the loose puck. They're skating up to the blue line. Margot not able to slow that down. Now the Starwhals bring it all the way in, take a shot from the near boards here, and it goes behind the net all the way up. I think we're whoa, that should be a tripping there, but nothing. Now the Margot sends it into the neutral ice, and the Starwhals pick it up, skate it into their own zone. Now they're going to take it behind their net. Caroline there on the forecheck. Now they change directions and go the other way, set it up the far boards. Bree coming up to pressure. Great job by Bree to slow that down. And Caroline picks up the loose puck, sends it towards the net. It goes right in front of the crease into the near corner. Starwhals pick up the loose puck, send it up to the blue line. Margot backhands it forward. Penny races up to pick it up, but they connect. Ruby comes up to pressure, slows the puck down. Caroline sends it in deep. Bree out for the change and comes Beckett. Beckett skating in. She overskates it, but Ruby there to keep it in. Caroline picks up the loose puck at the far boards. Starwhals, though, pick up the loose puck. Ruby on the pressure. Starwhals lose the puck. Now they pick it back up, skate it into Lady Wild zone. Lady Wild are back in good defensive position. Caroline picks up the loose puck. She skates it in neutral ice. She's going to try to pick up some speed. All right, she gets it in the Starwhals zone. She sends one towards the net. Doesn't connect. Or tries to center it to Beckett. It goes to the near boards. Beckett, though, picks it up, sends one towards the net. Covered by the goal. 9:47 left here in the third period. Laura, Beckett, and Riley going to be a forward line with Lennon and Glenn on defense. Whoa! Great face-off win by Laura. And then I think she picks up her own. I'm not really sure. Didn't see who scored it there, but the Lady Wild able to get one in off their face-off. We'll see what they announce here. Lady Wild get an insurance goal. They lead the game 3-1. Face-off comes into the Lady Wild zone. Caroline gets tripped up there. She tries to pick up the loose puck. Now Starwhals pick it up. Send one from the left wing circle. Goes through the slot. Now over to the far boards. Starwhals backhand it deep. Gwen sends it up to Ellie. Ellie not able to send it out of the zone. Starwhals take a shot. Goes wide.
Scoring for Des Moines, number 48, Beckett Foley.
Beckett credited with that goal, assisted by Laura. Caroline battles and brings the puck now into the Starwhals zone. She's getting pressured hard, and now the Starwhals pick up the loose puck. Caroline, though, there, she picks their pocket. She centers 5 Starwhals right in the slot, able to get that puck out to the far boards. Now the Starwhals pick it up. bring it up to the blue line. Or Gwen there, send it up to Caroline. Caroline slows that pass down, but Starwhals pick up the loose puck and send it out into neutral ice. Lady Wild getting back in defense. Lennon deflects that, and the puck goes behind the net where Caroline picks it up. Caroline picks up the loose puck at the far boards. And now the Starwhals are able to get away from her, and they send it towards the net where Finn recovers. 7:51 left in the game. Lady Wild up 3-1. You got Laura, Penny, and Bree are forward line, and Ruby and Margot back on defense. Laura wins the face-off to Ruby. Ruby picks up the loose puck. She skates around with it a little behind the net, then passes it over to Bree. Bree now trying to bring it out. She has the puck taken off her stick. She comes back and she deflects that pass, sends the puck up the near boards where it's stopped by the Starwhals D. They send it back in. Margot picks it up at the near corner. Skates around to the far corner, sends out the far boards to Penny. Penny chips it around and gets it into neutral ice. Board battle at the far boards. Starwhals able to get it back into the Lady Wild zone. Ruby tries to back in it to Bree, gets intercepted. Bree battling here, trying to send the puck out of the zone. There's two Starwhals in the way. Now they send it. They try to send it out to their D who's out of the zone. Now they send it in on sides. 7:48 left in the third period. Line changes coming for both teams. We got Caroline, Riley, and Gabby, and Gwen and Lennon on defense. Lady Wild send that deep off the face-off. Tendy does decide to play it, and no icing. So Lady Wild going to try to sustain some zone time. Beckett out there. She tries to send it deep, but it's met by a few different Starwhals who send it out to the blue line. Lady Wild send it back in deep. Caroline behind the net with it. She's looking to wrap around. She sends it up to Beckett. 4 Starwhals there in the slot. Not much room to get anything through. Puck comes through center ice briefly in the Lady Wild zone, but Caroline picks up the loose puck. She has it taken off her stick. Starwhal send it in off sides. We'll have Laura, Gabby, and Ellie with Ruby and Margot on defense. All the girls really liking the playlist today. We're getting a little dance recital as well as a hockey match today. The opening face-off goes into Lady Wild zone. Just slowly trickles to Finley. She covers it up, and we're going to have a D-zone face-off there to Finley's right. Same lineup there for the Lady Wild. Lara wins the face-off over to Margot. Margot skates the puck up. She tries a centering pass. Comes back to Ruby. Ruby picks up the puck. She skates forward. She loses it. But she stays on. Provides pressure. Pushes the puck. Now the Starwhals skating behind the net and then bring it up. They try to pass it up. They miss. And now it comes all the way down to Lady Wild zone. Margot with a good effort to keep it in the zone. Now Lady Wild back, trying to forward check and keep it in, but the Starwhals pick it up. Now they have some speed as they enter the zone. Wow, what a snipe there. Number 14 on the Starwhals picks up a loose puck and rips one from the left wing circle. Not sure if Finley ever saw that. She might have been blocked off there, but Starwhals get one in. We're going to make it interesting here with 5 minutes left in the third period. It's Lady Wild 3, Starwhals 2. Caroline taking the face off with Bree and Penny, and then Gwen and Lennon on defense. Starwhals stay with the puck and then lose it. Caroline goes in the slot. Caroline just not quite able to get a shot. Looked like a great chance, but just not able to get one through. Now it's all the way down the Lady Wild zone. Caroline picks up the loose puck. She skates it up the far boards. Starwhals get it off first stick. Now skate forward. They get a shot that goes behind the net where Lennon picks it up. Lennon skating forward, chips it up. Starwhals take control of the puck now. They take a shot from the left wing circle. Blocked there and covered by Finley. .345 left here in the third period. Lady Wild trying to cling to a 3-2 lead. We've got Lara, Riley, and Becca, Ruby, and Margot on defense. Face-off specialist Lara wins the puck or wins the face-off to the near boards, and then Lady Wild send it out into neutral ice. Starwhals, number 14, picks it up, skates with it, loses the puck, comes into the zone momentarily. Starwhals are going to need to get back on sides. Now Riley sends the puck into the Starwhals zone. Come on, Lady Wild, let's keep it in this end of the ice for a little bit. 3 minutes and 15 seconds left in the game. Starwhals pick up the loose puck. Great stick there by Beckett. She takes a shot, gets stopped and covered. Couple good chances there. New forward line come in. It's going to be Caroline, Penny, and Bree. Ruby and Margot staying out on defense. Looks like the Starwhals are taking a timeout. .307 left. Starwhals taking a timeout. Probably gonna do a little strategizing on at what point they're gonna pull their goalie. Lady Wild need to be aware we get an empty net. All right, I think the Lady Wild are going to need to be aware when number 14 is on the ice. She's their best player. They're going to try to skate with 7. Okay, no save. Starwhals come out with 7 to begin with, but now they come back off. But the Lady Wild now are only going to skate with 4. Here comes Lennon. So we've got Ruby and Lennon on D. Caroline, Penny, and Bree. Looks like Finley's getting a splash of water here, so we're waiting for Finley to get back out. Caroline picks up the loose puck off the face-off, but now the Starwhals come in, pick it up. They chip it up the near boards. Once again, they back it out of the zone. Lennon, Bree here pressuring. Penny trying to pick up the loose puck. Now Bree sends it into the Starwhals zone. 2:33 left in the game. The third period. Oh, Caroline tried centering pass. She had Penny, but it gets deflected. It comes to the near corner. Penny pressuring here in the near corner. There's 4 Starwhals now. Just a hive of humanity here in the near boards, but Starwhals come away with it. They bring it in and send it deep into the zone. Ruby skates to the puck. She chips it up the board. Starwhals keep it in. Now the Starwhals have an empty net. Caroline going to come down, see if she can get a shot. Oh, it's poked off the stick. Starwhals with the empty net. Come on, Lady Wild. Keep it in the zone. That's all right. That's all right. All right. Lady Wild bringing it offside. 1:33 left. Starwhals have an empty net. We've got Laura, Margot, and Beckett forward line. Lennon and Gwen on defense. Face-off goes back to Gwen. Gwen tries to send it forward. It's intercepted. Now Laura sends it in deep. Starwhal still here with the empty net. Margot pressuring. Comes back to Lennon. She tries to send one in. It's blocked by shin pads. Just send it in. Yeah. Great job by Gwen. Sends it in off sides. A little bit out of position there. And so prevented a rush. 1:08 left in the game. We've got Caroline, Bree, Margot, Ruby, and this is Gwen on defense. Lady Wild momentarily get into the Starwhal zone. Bree able to keep it in. Number 14 for the Starwhals pick it up. Caroline comes up to chip it. Ruby now picks up the loose puck, tries to send it back into the zone. Margot picks up the loose puck, brings it in the Starwhal zone. 42 seconds left. Starwhal sending it to neutral ice. Gwen sends it back towards the Starwhal zone. Starwhals pick it up. It's number 14 has it at the far boards. Caroline pressures her into the boards, and then Bree sends it back out of the zone. Starwhals pick it up at center ice. Now send it in. Ruby sends it back out. 20 seconds. Number 14 is playing forward now. She played B most of the game, but they got her playing forward trying to score. Starwhal send it in the zone. Gwen tries to send it out, but it's deflected. And Lady Wild hold on to win the game. Exciting finish there. Great job by Lady Wild to get down by 1, but score the next 3 goals. Starwhals try to make it interesting, get it within 1, but Lady Wild hold on to win. We'll be back this afternoon. I think we're at 3:45, and we'll see everybody then. Have a great day.